Witajcie bardzo serdecznie, z tej strony Tytus. Kolejny odcinek z Vampyra. Robię waleczne zadanie Koniusa Gwiazd. Zabiłem tego Ekona, który wcześniej mnie ojechał. No, na koniec odcinka poprzedniego.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need help, sir?
I think I'm fine. But what happened to my jailer? Be careful. He's as vicious as he is strong.
You don't have to worry about him anymore. What happened here?
I am Tadao Kimura. I was imprisoned by this lunatic for several days. I thought I was going to die here.
You're not going to die now, Mr. Kimura. If you hurry, you should be able to get home safely.
It seems that I owe you my life. You have all my gratitude, Dr. Reed, since it is the most precious thing I possess.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Take care.
Idziemy do klubu Ascalon, więc... Tutaj leży ten zdradliwy Ekon. Czekajcie, którędy ja powinienem iść. W ogóle to... Dobra, ja dobrze idę? Teraz chyba powinienem iść tutaj. Tak. Czyli muszę zabić tego gnoja. Au! Gryź go! Gryź go! Warto było ulepszyć sobie te bronie. W ogóle to nie mam tej surowicy, żeby mi krwi dodało w razie czego. Co tutaj powinienem iść? Prosto. Tak. To będzie tutaj.
The Ascalon Club. The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Więc to tutaj. Fajna podpowiedź, że krew szczurów nie jest aż taka, no ale... Dobra, no ale... Z jednej strony trochę tam krwi dodaje.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
O, co się dzieje? No wiesz.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Nie podoba mi się to.
Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Czemu ci ludzie tutaj leżą?
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Gdzie on jest? Serio, muszę z drugiej strony iść? Skąd my będziemy iść w lewo?
It's locked, all right.
Ej, no co jest? Zarąbię zawiesę się od nich. Aha, spoko.
Good evening.
Nawet mili są. Dobry wieczór, mówię. Czosnek? Tak? Nie.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
To jest akurat prawda.
Come
Z
forward, young
mocnej krwi
Ascalon,
jest stworzony.
for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish
I
to
nie
meet
mów o jej.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She's a close friend, and I'm honored that she feels the same about me.
The
Nie wiem, czy to
centuries
dobrze,
have
że jej
taught me
powiedziałem.
never to
Czemu
trust a
powiedziałem?
woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
A dlaczego ja?
Why do you suddenly need me?
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you definitely fit the bill. Your scientific and medical reputation alone would qualify you as a candidate.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker.
Nie wiem, czy
am I
mu
correct?
ufać. Nie wiem, czy mu ufać, jest taki mało przekonujący.
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
Widzę, że mam tylko jedną opcję dołączyć do klubu, więc no, trudno.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
Yes.
What is the...
Ascalon.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
Dobrze wiedzieć.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
No, się w ogóle tym nie przyjmuje, nie?
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country.
Nie ufam mu i szczerze nie miałem innego wyboru.
My
Dołączyć do
fellow
klubu czy nie?
members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Econ as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Econ, it is time to testify with your blood.
Co?
It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
Nie miałem wyboru, czy zgodzić się, czy nie. Mam jedną opcję. Dołączyć do klubu.
Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
No.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Econ. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Bearer.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
You were spying on me.
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, He was a Volcod, all muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed, ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scals in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scals.
Scals are hostile vectors of contagion. That is a fact. But first and foremost, they are victims.
I agree, Dr. Reed. Most of the new Scals who roam the streets at night used to be good British citizens. But they must be put down nevertheless.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Super. Przydałoby się ewoluować. Gdzieś tu była kryjówka, to może będę ewoluować. Gdzie tu jest jakaś najbliższa kryjówka? No tutaj. Znowu będę musiał się...
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Women's right to vote is only the...
A, tutaj jeszcze kobiety o prawa walczyły. No jasne, że już to jest trochę prywatne, jakoś tak muszą tu być. Ja zaczę sobie. Przestań tam się ktoś wydzierać. Najgorsze jest to, że to jest tutaj. No, trzeba będzie ją zabić. Ich jest więcej! A masz 29 poziom. Nie! O, ale widzę, że jakoś garnę. A raczej tam babkę zgarnę. One jakieś dziwne rzeczy tutaj robi. Co ty? What? Nie masz też zginąć. Skale się robią coraz bardziej dziwne. Gdzie jest ta kryjówka? jest gdzieś tutaj ewidentnie. Wejście gdzie jest? A. Luksusowa kryjówka. Nie wiem czy to. Ale w sumie może się przydać serum na przyszłość więcej. A to tylko 300 punktów kosztuje, więc niech będzie. Zdrowie sobie podwyższę. Może wytrzymałość? Albo krew. Siedemnasty poziom. Czemu tak? Autofagi nie mogę. Może ewentualnie jeszcze to. No i będzie też to. Tutaj w sumie nie ma w ogóle. Na 2 poziomy. Muszę te ataki takie. O, to już 2000 kosztuje. Zaszalał. Więc już sobie nie zrobię. 18 poziom. Dalej będzie. O, podwyższyło się. Czy tak? Jest tutaj gdzieś ten stół rzemieślniczy? Duża miejscówka teraz się okazuje. Tu jest chyba, nie? O, fajnie. A już nie zrobię. Brakuje mi składnika. Ergotamina. No to ich będzie jeszcze wagon. I tutaj sobie to robię jeszcze jedno. Jak na razie będzie wszystko. I wychodzę. No znowu tu jesteś. Kto ci w ogóle tutaj pozwolił być? No i znowu ten projekt. Ten sam. Mam was dość. Czemu ty się respicie za każdym razem? Nie chcę się tutaj gnojku. Tej babki też nie chcę. Jeszcze. Już po tobie. Do widzenia. O, ergotamina, super. Rezydencja Reedów? Że co? No a teraz mi opium jeszcze brakuje. Serio? Rezydencja Reedów?
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't
Ascalon.
kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
Jak?
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Ekons. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
Ashbury. Ale jak? Ty... Nie rozumiem.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously, and the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
Chyba raczej nie.
Of course not. You have nothing to fear from me, or your mother.
Good to know. And don't worry, my mother told me everything I need to know about vampire tricks, their nature as well as features.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I
Adoptowała ją.
believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reed.
Śnieczy, że ma córkę.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Even someone you're close to.
To jest tutaj. Dobra, ale tam pójdę sobie poza materiałem i sobie skończę. Żeby już takie rozwijać tego filmu.